Hi everyone, welcome back. I know it's been a long time since I filmed anything. Well, it's been a little while, not as long as it usually is, just a little bit longer. But I'm Azra and we're gonna do a get ready with me whilst we have a bit of chit chat and talk about life, talk about lockdown, talk about things I've learned during lockdown, how, you know, considering everything on the news, you know, we might be going into another lockdown, so how are we going to prep for this lockdown? What's different? What are we going to do to keep ourselves in check and keep our mental health in check? Really nice tea, and in my little moon mug. Also, I don't know if this is weird, but I always keep a spoon in my cups whenever I make tea and stuff, because it's like a little prop. Like sometimes you need to stir your tea and sometimes it's just good to hold on to it. I don't know, like, is that weird? I feel like it's a little bit weird. I think I'm just gonna prime my face with a pore refiner primer. Really good. Oh gosh, I do look really like incredibly tired. Gosh, so I did this pink look last weekend that got a lot of attention on my Instagram and you guys really loved it, so I just thought I would recreate the same look basically, just because it's really cute and it's cozy, and I really love pink eyeshadow. I love it a lot. Things I've learned during lockdown. Well, it is strange times out here, kids. Strange times. I think I learned a lot about friendships during lockdown. Do you know what? Like, having good friends around you is amazing. But I think people, like, knowing who is there when your stalk is down, that is now this amazing quality that I value a lot in friendships. When your stalk is down and they're there to pick you up, that is the most important thing, and I think I really learned who those people are for me. I felt like I was going insane a bit. So my life is really busy usually I've got things, I'm either working all the time or I'm just really, and then I'm working all the time and then I fill up all my spare time with my friends and social life and family, and to the point where I don't really have time to sit down and think about things going on in my life too much. I try not to dwell on it for too long because I don't like things taking up too much of my mind space. Does that make sense? Mind space. During lockdown, I was forced to sit down and actually deal with a lot of the issues that I was going through in my life, and not issues, but more per se, more like situations I was going through. You know, it's really you and four walls at the end of the day. That's something I really had to learn to do, and it was really scary, and it was hard, guys. It was really hard. I had to learn how to deal with situations and, you know, not just dismiss them, but actually heal from them, and that's something that is really hard to do. And what I actually had to learn how to do was, so I'm a person who really loves closure. I love closure on situations. I love finding out reasons why this outcome has happened. I like to know things like that. And I feel like during lockdown, I had a few situations where I actually had to just be okay with the fact that I got no closure. And that's difficult. It is. It's really difficult. You know, you're forced to then deal with it, and it is what it is at the end of the day, and there's really nothing you can actually do about it apart from learn how to deal with it. And I was in a really dark place, I think. What I've learned is that I just don't want to dwell on things for longer than I actually should need to. So things shouldn't take 3 days to solve. It shouldn't take 3 days to solve an argument or a disagreement. I shouldn't be thinking about something for longer than a day if it's upsetting for me, because in the long run it's just not gonna be worth it, and it won't even matter in a couple days what that is. I think I also understood like the value of my self-worth and how to love myself. Guys, I think it legitimately took me 3 years to get to this point, I think. you know, where I am absolutely 100%, and I can say this with my whole heart and, you know, most confidently say that I am the happiest I have ever been. I'm so happy being on my own, to the fact that I genuinely don't need anyone to be with me, or I don't need to be with anyone. I am genuinely happy on my own, and it feels so great to say that because it just took so long, and I put so much work into trying to be okay and feel okay, and I feel like lockdown actually was the best thing that happened for that, because I really got to a whole new level this year with that, and genuinely realizing that a lot of the times having someone there is just a want for me. It's not something that I need, and I feel like that really got put into perspective where I met people who were kind of disrupting my peace in the slightest way because they didn't want the things I wanted. I was like, you know what, this isn't actually what I need in my life, because it's not a need. It's not a need. Oh, it's just a lot of times just things that you want. And that's what you have to distinguish. Is it something you really, really, really want, or is it something you genuinely need in your life? Is it something good for you? Does it bring out more good than it does bad? You know, things that take away your peace doesn't deserve to be in your life, is the way I see it now. My advice would be that if we do go into another lockdown, do really focus on self-love and self-worth. I'm a big advocate for self-care days. I think anyone who knows me knows how much I love doing face masks and painting my nails and just doing, I'm a big person now on skincare actually, so lockdown made me a huge advocate for skincare. It's so therapeutic to sit there and do your skincare in the morning, because then you just feel like you're gonna have a good day, and then coming home after a long day. But do you know what, it's just that 5-minute pamper you get before bed that just really relaxes you, and it's so therapeutic, and it makes you just want to snooze away for the whole weekend. So another question you guys asked me on my IGTV, on my Instagram, was how I kept productive during lockdown. And honestly guys, it was hard because I was working, and then I got put on furlough, so then I had loads of free time. Something that kept my mental health in check, and is how I kept myself productive in a way during lockdown, was by working out. And I know gyms were closed, but I worked out at home, and I made sure that I done it every day. So one of my really, really close friends, she is training to become a PT trainer, and she helped me immensely during lockdown. So I think for me, I struggle because I need like a routine or some kind of schedule, and I need help putting it together when it comes to working out. And she literally helped me do that. She helped me put it together, and I literally worked out every single day, guys. When I say every single day, I worked out every single day, and it done wonders for my mental health. It literally did. I literally used to work out first thing in the morning as soon as I got up. It literally would make my whole day so much better. I used to feel like I was on top of the world. I can't lie. My body was looking amazing. I was feeling really good. It's so good for your mental health to work out. I also used to read a lot during lockdown. A lot. I read a couple books during lockdown. Because I thought, so reading for me has always been a passion, and I've really, really loved it. I just didn't know, well, it's not that I didn't know, I just didn't have enough time to fit it in my schedule when I was working. So I really took the time to read up on books that I loved. Someone also asked me how I kept myself from procrastinating during lockdown. And to be honest, if you're working from home, I would say, for me, I don't like to sit in one place for too long. I like to switch it up, like switch rooms. So you set yourself a schedule, guys. Set yourself a schedule, timings. Be like, okay, if you're unemployed right now and you're looking for a job, first of all, my advice for that is treat it like a 9-to-5 job. Treat finding a job like an actual job. And that's how you'll get yourself a job. Take breaks. Do take breaks. Go out, just open the window, or just stand outside for like 5 minutes before coming back inside, just to clear out your system, breathe in some fresh air and come back in. I literally just think you need to have a daily schedule, you know, and it doesn't have to be a pre-planned schedule. It can just be like, you can wake up in the morning at like 8 or 9 and sit down and write all the things you need to do today and just make sure you do it. Just a little checklist. You don't have to pre-plan everything to stop yourself procrastinating. Just think about what needs to be done today, put timings into it, time frames, and just literally do it. Easier said than done, I know. Another question I had was, what is something you're really proud of this year? To be honest, I've not really done anything to be proud of. I will say that I am really proud of the person I've become. I'm literally just, I am so unrecognizable from how I was at the beginning of the year, just my mindset, the way I carry myself in such a classy way that's insane to me. How different I am and how different I've become, and just the things I now understand about myself, and you know, and the way life is, and how much, again, like how much I'm worth. And I think just the way I carry myself now is really just like a really classy woman. I handle myself with grace. I deal with situations in a way where I don't have to shout or argue. I can just speak my mind, which I am very, very proud of. What's key for relationships? Oh gosh, I feel like, okay, considering the pandemic situation and lockdown situation, and with all these restrictions, one, I would say it's communication. Guys, we live in the 21st century where we have all these fantastic things like FaceTime. Someone really wants to talk to you and spend that time with you in quality time, they will do it, considering our situation. Like, we really can't go out and meet people. We can't go and see our loved ones. So we have to use the next best thing. And people who really do care about you will put time aside for that. So I definitely will say a key for relationships is communication. What's a piece of advice you would give to young girls? Girls, I would literally just say, learn to be okay by yourself, and at the end of the day, there is no one in this world who's got you than you, and that's something my mother taught me. Just do things for yourself. Do things because you want to do them. Don't do them because you feel like you have to. Believe in yourself. Believe in who you are. Believe in everything you are. You are a bright young female. So just remember that you have a lot of power as a female, and to understand, again, your self-worth, and that goes in both a professional aspect as well as personal. And I feel like even more so professional than anything else. Don't let people manipulate you. That's the other thing. Don't let people manipulate you, because as females, we tend to want to see the good in people, and sometimes, I'm not saying they're not good, but sometimes they have more malicious intent than actually good intent. So just don't recognize when people are manipulating you. And because us females, we're so in touch with our emotions, people tend to emotionally manipulate us and make you feel bad. And I've had this in the workplace. I've had people be like, you know what, actually, it's so fine, like, you don't want to do it. And you then feel bad, and you're like, no, I'll do it for you. And that goes the same with relationships. You know, people will manipulate you into feeling bad for them, and don't let people make themselves out to be the victim when you know they are not. Because as women, men tend to love to play the victim and love to manipulate women. Not all men, some men. So just learn to distinguish when people are manipulating you for your kindness, because I'm sure you're all very kind people. I'm a very kind person. I do things with pure intentions and a kind heart, and people do take advantage of that, sadly. So that one's for the females. Are you a feminist? And do you know what? I really love this question, because I get it all the time and I just never answer it. Because yes, I am a feminist. Because when you tell people you're a feminist, or people ask you, boys tend to ask this question. They love to ask this question: are you a feminist? Are you a feminist? And I'm like, yes. When you tell people you're a feminist, they automatically assume you are this crazy person who just believes that men should die. Yes. And I'm just like, I don't believe men should die. And that's not what feminism means. Feminism in its purest form is women wanting to be treated on an equal platform as men. That is literally it, guys. That's it. It's fully it. Nothing much more to it. I do believe women still don't have as much of equality in comparison to men. I still believe that men, there are facts, you know, like men still get paid way more than women. For example, Hollywood, film industry, music industry, these are still things that are valid. And we're not asking to be treated better than men or to be above men. We just want us to be looked at in the same way as men are. But it's just so conditioned, like both genders are so conditioned to have these stereotype characteristics for each role that we can't, it takes a really long time to unwind from that. And so yeah, to answer the question, yes, I am a feminist. That kind of was a bit deep, but yeah. This question is, are you a hopeless romantic? I can go through so much heartache and still go into something fresh with a really open mind and just really give my whole self. And I believe in love. I'm a bit of a hopeless romantic. I love watching romance films. I love all of that jazz, all of that jazz. What is something that is therapeutic to you and helps you through tough times? The moon. No, the moon, yes, but also music. Music is very therapeutic to me. I can't live without my music. I love music. I think music for me is what helps me get through situations or things I'm upset about. If I can find a song that relates to me completely, I'm good. What did I find most difficult during lockdown? I'm such a social butterfly. I am a big social butterfly, guys. Like, big social butterfly. The thing that was most difficult for me was just not being able to see my friends and see people. I personally like to be out doing stuff. So not being able to see my friends and not being able to go out for food. Oh my god, food! I always love going out for food. I couldn't go out for food. It was most difficult. I just couldn't be sociable. I was forced to be on my own at home. For me, that was really like the hardest thing, the most difficult thing. Do you like my top, by the way? It says unicorns are real. I don't know if you can see that. Unicorns are real. And this is my folklore cardigan that finally came in the mail, and I'm like also snuggly down. Also, guys, I realized that my hair is actually never nice in these YouTube videos, so I actually made a bit of effort today. I didn't do much, I just straightened it a little bit and put these cute little clips in. But this is my look. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed this video. It was actually nice to sit down, do my makeup with you guys and chat to you guys. It felt really good to put on some makeup. I am really tired. I've been working loads now, so I'm really sorry about the lack of videos. I am trying my best, so please bear with me. But this was really fun for me. This was very therapeutic, actually. Maybe guys, you should sit down and just send me a bunch of videos of you talking to me about things you're going through and how you're feeling. And I'm really happy if I finally filmed this video for you guys. I'm really excited to share it with you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please let me know in the comment section. Please like this video and please subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I'm Azra, and this was a little get ready with me and a little bit of a chit chatty video. If you love these videos and you want me to do more, just let me know and I'll happily do them. Again, this is my look. Did quite well. I don't know if this is exactly how I done it last time. I think it is. I think I did pink on the eye, but it's cute anyway. So I love you guys. Thanks so much for watching this video. Just radiating with happiness I am right now. So yeah, sending a lot of love, and I'll see you guys really, really soon.